Hi everybody. Let me see if I can get connected over here on my computer so I can see comments. I think we're live. It's trying to. There it is, coming up. Okay, well, here it is, guys. You're at the end of your Labor Day weekend, and I hope you got to take advantage of all of the sales at Greenery Market. I know I got a few. Can't wait to get it. So welcome to Trendz Greenery Market. This is our Facebook Live that we are going to end the Labor Day weekend with. We are going to be creating a wreath that I made out of the product that I received from Greenery Market. I'm Jamie Shahan, owner and creator of Teal Lollipops Wreaths, where I make beautifully handcrafted wreaths for your holiday and seasonal decor. So if you were hanging out with us over the week, you probably saw a few reveals where we opened up product boxes and showed you what was in them. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making a wreath out of everything that I got in one of those boxes. So let's see if I can get some comments up here, you guys. They're coming in on my phone. We're hanging out with it. They're coming in on my phone, but not necessarily on my computer. I can't read the small print on my phone. Karen Allen from Michigan. Hello, Karen. V. Ramirez from Fort Worth, Texas. Awesome. I love the crowd and the customers that hang out and watch Trendz Greenery Market. They're so loyal to Alana and Bill, and I think that's so cool. Someday myself, I'll have that kind of a following. So just to recap for some of you who don't know who I am and how I am acquainted with Alana and Bill, Alana and I are a part of a business group, Julie Samako's Mastermind business group, and Alana put it out there, hey, if anybody wants to come on and do a Facebook Live, let me know. Let's do it. Let's hook you up and let's do a Facebook Live. So I was like, absolutely. I'm new to this world. I can make pretty things, but I don't know how to market myself. So yeah, let's do it. So as we were talking back and forth, we actually sent a text to each other at the same time and basically said, hey, let's do plums. And so plums it is. So I will show you what got me started in wanting plums, and then I will show you what got her started in wanting plums. So for me, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I'm not plugging this person. But this is what got me wanting to do plums this season. This is a beautiful sign. It says give thanks. It's got a cornucopia of pumpkins and flowers and eggplants and all kinds of beautiful things. And this is by Personalized It by Pam on Etsy. She's got some great signs, but this I fell in love with. And so this was my impetus to want to do plums. And this was Alana's impetus to want to do plums. Y'all take a look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it or not, but look how realistic those stems are. They're absolutely stunning. So this was her impetus, that was mine. So together we came up with the stuff to buy to make the wreath, and so we're going to finish it off today. So let's get started. So what I've got here is a 15-inch elevated work wreath form, and it measures 24 inches roughly by the time it gets all finished and completed and hanging on your door with all the bells and whistles and the extensions of the ribbons, and it's about 24 inches. So I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. So this is burlap, 10-inch burlap, mesh, and let me show you. This is what it looks like. It's 10 inches. And what I did was I did 10-inch poofs, and I went all the way around the top and the bottom, and then I had some more left over, and so I did zigzag all the way around the wreath until I got to the end. Now, I didn't get all the way to the end. I've got a little bit of a bare spot here, but that's where I'm going to put the bow, so it's not going to matter. So let me show you the ribbon. Everything that I'm using came from Greenery Market today. So the ribbon that I'm using is this 1.5 coppery color, orangey coppery. This 1.5 white stitched green, orange, yellow, and you might not can see it, but right here where my finger is a little bit of a plum line in that. Then of course I've got the solid plum, adorable. The color is so vivid, it is absolutely stunning. And then last but not least, we've got a plum buffalo check. Now I chose the buffalo check because you may not have seen it or you may have, but around the perimeter of this sign is a black and plum buffalo check. I know that light is kind of glaring off of that, but you can see that here. So that's why I had to have that buffalo check. She had a couple of other plums that I bought. Well, one that I bought the last roll that she had, and it would have went with it really well too, but this was better than the other one that I bought. So along with those, we've got this pumpkin pick with some fall leaves, some pip berries, some berries here on the end. Fall leaves. Y'all take a look at these leaves. These are absolutely amazing. Even on the back. They look wonderful on the back. That's rare. Hey Donna. Hey Liliana. And then we also have these purple berries that I'm going to use. I don't know if you can get a look at it, but if you look really close, it almost looks like the berries are so ripe that they're starting to crack open. And they kind of have a little bit of a blue color to it, or a whitish color. Really pretty. I'm hoping that's coming across. So that's what we're going to use today to finish off this. So I'm going to have basically 3 focal points on this wreath. I'm going to have the sign, I'm going to have the bow, and I'm going to have the pumpkins here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the bow now. I made this ahead of time. I was going to make it for you guys. A lot of you already know how to make a bow. There are some people out there who don't. But I don't have the equipment where I could just pan down and then pan right back up and everything would be perfect. So I went ahead and made it ahead of time. And here's the bow. So cute. So I started out with the purple buffalo check, and I actually did 6 loops here. And then I paired it with 4 loops of the purple, and then 4 loops of the orangey copper, and then 4 loops of the, what you call that, check? Plaid? Plaid. That's the best word for it. All right, so I'm going to be putting that bow about right there, and the sign about right there. So let's just go ahead and get started, okay? So I'm going to put the bow or the sign about right here. I went ahead and put the holes in this. I had a beadsmith tool. I elected to buy the sign without the holes so I could put them wherever I wanted. And so I want it about right there. So bear with me while I put this in. And I usually don't do Facebook Lives with my stuff vertical. I usually do it flat horizontal, so y'all bear with me, please. Oh, yeah. Get up in there. All right, we're getting there. Thank God this is not television. Alright, so that's sort of where we want it. I hope y'all can see that okay. Alright, sorry. I've got a light that a little ghost comes and turns it off every now and then. So let's put the bow next. And that's going to go about right here. Should have known that was wrong. Sorry, y'all. Hang on. Okay, let's put this bow up here next. I kind of want that sign straight, but I'll fix that later. It looks okay at an angle too, so we'll leave it for a bit. All right, so next we're going to start placing. I will go ahead. I forgot to place these last two. I left 2 sets of ribbon out so that I could show y'all how to do those, and I forgot. So we'll go back and do those. There are 2 places here where there aren't any ribbons. Yeah. So what I do is I take these 2 ribbon, the 1.5 inch on top of the 2.5 inch, just find the center point and then just scrunch them together. And then I fold mine like bird's wings. Sorry, that's my dog. Oh, I might need to put her out. Let's go ahead and put them up here. Yeah, I wrestled that sign beast, Alana. I usually don't have trouble with it, but that's because I usually do it on a horizontal surface, not a vertical surface. So probably not the best time to be trying something new. So I'm going to go ahead and do this next one. It's underneath the bow, so you can't really see it, but let's go ahead and just place it while we're doing it. Find the center point. I make mine a little bit of a V shape, and then I kind of curl them like bird's wings. That's just the way I do it. There's so many ways to do it. Oh, Alana's asking me how the fish fry was. The fish fry turned out great. It was awesome. Here in the South, we love fried catfish. I don't do a lot of saltwater fish. It's freshwater fish. So we did catfish and hush puppies, French fries, coleslaw. I was going to make some baked beans, but I forgot the baked beans, but it was still good. Good company. We had a good time. Thank you for asking. All right, so I'm going to get up under here, find this last tie. All right, so let's just recap what I've done so far because I feel like I've kind of gotten off track. So I've got a 15-inch elevated work wreath form. I've got 10-inch burlap mesh that I've done 10-inch poofs on. So I've gone all the way around the bottom ring and the top ring, and then I had so much left over that I then did zigzag all the way around until I completely used up that entire roll of 10-inch mesh. Then I took the 4 ribbon, the plum, the plum buffalo plaid, the plaid orange one, and the burnt orange one, and I cut them to 12-inch strips, and then I dovetailed them, and then I put them together and put a pair on each of the tie all the way around. Then I've come and I've put the sign on the upper right corner, and then I've got the bow on the left. And now what I'm going to do is I actually kind of want this more like this. And I will probably have to move that sign up. I'm just going to do that right now. Let's move this sign up. I want 3 focal points on this wreath. One is going to be the sign, one is going to be the bow, and the other is going to be the pumpkins. Okay. Now I think my tails are going to be a little bit too long for this wreath because I'm really going to want all of the greenery and the pumpkins to stand out more than anything. But I purposefully made them a little bit longer so that I would know where to cut them. I didn't want to do them too short. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this pumpkin. I keep calling it a pick. I don't know that it's really a pick. It's more than a pick. And I'm going to actually place this somewhere around in here. Now, I know I've got too much of this left over, but I went ahead and just bent it so that I could use it to place it on the wreath, and I will cut it off later. But I know that it is really too big right now as it is. Okay. I'm going to take a zip tie, and I think I'm going to tie this right here. And that sign is giving me trouble because that is not the way I want it. So I'm just going to position this stuff a little bit how I want it. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're just going to take this off for now because it's driving me crazy. It's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to put this on after I get these pumpkins and everything on where I want them. Because it's driving me batty. Alright. let's work on this. So when you're grabbing and when you are arranging your pumpkins, be sure you don't try to take the pumpkin and use it as your point of leverage. Try to just bend the wire if you can. Okay. So the pumpkins, I've already taken a piece of wire, put a little dab of hot glue on it, and poked it into the back of the pumpkins. This one is going to go right here somewhere. Okay, so I also need to explain, I am going to place all of this stuff first, and then I'm going to come back and glue this all in place. I oftentimes will take stuff out and, you know, not like where I placed it and move it around. So I've just learned that I need to place it first. You do you, and this is just the way that I do me. So this one, this pumpkin, I want it more facing like this instead of this. So that's why I put the wire in the way I did toward the bottom, and then it's got a curve to it. So I got the sign at Personalize It by Pam on Etsy. Okay. Nothing is ever permanent. If you don't like it, you just take it out and you place it wherever you want to place it. Okay? Alright, so I think next I'm going to start placing some of these beautiful fall leaves. And I'm just going to just put them all over the place. I know some people are bold and they'll just go ahead and glue that thing in. I'm not. These leaves are so pretty. If y'all didn't get any of these leaves, and if there are any available still, I would highly recommend you get some. They're so pretty. And like I said, they're even pretty on the back. I mean, that's just crazy. It's awesome. But it's crazy. So because I don't glue it yet, if I don't like it, I'll come back and change it. I'll just put it in another place. But it really starts to come alive. Now that deco mesh wreath was fine without the greenery. It was fine, but it was just fine. When you start to add all of the greenery and all of the embellishments, it just comes to life. Shoot. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. Did y'all get a lot of good stuff from the sale? I know Alana said they have been busy all day long. I hope y'all got a lot of good stuff. Don't forget you got the ribbons under there, so we'll pull those out. All right, so let me see if I can get this sign back in there now. And nothing is glued in, so I'll be lucky if I get that sign in there without everything falling off. Because I really want this sign to be about right there. Maybe even more toward the center. All right, let's see if I can do that. Let me just take this down for a minute, y'all. Ooh. Hang with me. What is going on? Here we go. I'm stuck. All right, hang on. Let me get this on here. And then we'll get it back up. All right, there's one side. Thank you, Beverly. It is going to be gorgeous. All right, let's see if I can get it back up on this tripod without everything falling off. Okay. All right, so like I said, I've got 3 main focal points, and that's quite a bit. I've got the sign, I've got the bow, and then I've got all of the pumpkins. All right, so now I've still got more to go. We've got these gorgeous berries. And then we've got these wonderful rudbeckia. So let's start with the rudbeckia. So I'm going to kind of spread them all out everywhere, but what I want to do is I want to make them go all different directions. I want them to be pointing sideways, up, down, you know, straight forward, just how they would naturally occur in the wild. They're not naturally fanned out all the way around. They're kind of going crazy like a wildflower, and that's kind of what I want these to do. That's going to be pretty. Let's put this one up here. They're kind of heavy. They're kind of heavy. So without gluing them in, they may not be going in the directions that I like for them to. So I may have to show you the finished product or glue them in now. I may have to break my own code and glue them in now. Well, that one doesn't want to go in. Let's try here. Let me cut this. What do y'all think so far? You like it? Ooh, so vibrant and so pretty. And every bit of this I got from Greenery Market. It is stunning. So pretty. Let's see. I think I need one coming out right here. Okay. 3 more. Huh? I'm sorry, y'all. My dog. Let me see if I can put her out. Honestly, y'all, I just forgot she was even here, even when she was barking. Take her. Thank you. I'm so used to her barking that I just didn't even think about her disrupting y'all. She's a little Boston Terrier, and she rules the roost, let me tell you. Well, that one does not want to work. right. There we go. So I want that one to kind of be sticking up and poking out, and I'll have to glue that one in place. It's wanting to fall down. All right, 2 more. Let's see where it needs it. I think it needs it over here on the left. Let's put it up here, this top. One more. I think it needs to go down here on the bottom. Okay, looking good. So these berries, they come with basically 3 stalks on this stem. And I've already pulled this one off. And so on these others, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off too. And you just pull, and then it comes apart. And then this one, let's see if I can pull it, get a good grip on it. And it pulls apart. So let's see, I really want these berries in there. It's getting kind of full, but I like these berries so much. I like these berries so much, I need them. And my phone says it's about to go dead, and I got it charging, so I don't know what that's about. So I'm thinking some about right here somewhere would be nice. Yeah, I like that. We'll put some around the sign, poking up. All right, one more. I think I'll put it over here. Make a little triangle of them. Something like that. So again, I'll have to work with that sign because I want it up a little bit higher. That's it. So I will come back through here and I will glue all of that in. Let's see if I can get you a little closer to it. Ooh, maybe not. That's it. So I'll glue all of this in, get it in its place, but that's where I want it. And I love these colors, the plums, the coppers, the golden yellows. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. And yeah, that's it. Short and sweet tonight, I guess. So I hope you guys got to take advantage of the sale this week. They were phenomenal sales. Thank you to Alana for allowing me to use her Facebook space and her audience to show what I can do. So I'm going to put my Facebook page and my Etsy store on here. If you guys wouldn't mind giving me some thumbs up and coming and checking out my site and my Facebook page, just let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys so much. And that's it for me tonight. Thank you. All right, I was trying to read some comments, but I can't see on this phone. I'm going to go ahead and put my shop here in the comments. No, that's not what I want. Let y'all take a look at that while I'm doing this. I think I might have just, did I just paste? I think I might have just pasted Greenery Market and I meant to paste my own. That's great. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know it was short and sweet and none of this is glued in, but you get the gist. You get the placement. There's 3 focal points. You get the products. I got them all from Greenery Market. And thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.